we were in Rwanda, and Geoff had gone to Mombasa to collect a vehicle that Tear Fund had sent out for our work. And while he was away, there was a huge bushfire. Our garden was above an area of scrubland, and a fire started there, and it was getting stronger and stronger as it was coming towards our garden. And normally, Rwandans would break a branch off a tree and beat out the flames. But it was lunchtime, and so the people who worked with us had all gone home, and there wasn't anybody. One elderly retired missionary was staying with us at the time, and she was helpfully taking photos of the fire. I needed to get help. So I left my 2 small children with her, and I ran up the road shouting in Kinyarwanda, "Fire, fire," or Umuriro, which is what means fire. And people would come running, but there was nobody around. It was the only time in 4 years we were in Rwanda, there was nobody around. So I came back to the house without help, and I got a bucket and I went to the tap. There was no water in the tap. That happened a lot. And then I got back to the fire, and it was just right up to the edge of a huge stand of bamboo. It was about 10 feet across and 15 feet high. It was Geoff's favourite place in the garden. And the fire was right up to the edge of that. It was frantic how close it was. And if the fire had caught this tinder dry bamboo, it was the middle of the dry season, then it would go whoosh up to the house and catch the house, which was mainly wood and bamboo. And then I realised I hadn't prayed. And I prayed, "Please God, stop the fire." And he did. It was the most enormous fire, and literally it just stopped.
Immediately?
Immediately. The fire was right up to the edge of this tinder dry bamboo, and it stopped. It was as if a lorry load of water had been poured onto it. It was just amazing.
Extinguished.
God just completely stopped the fire with no water, with no help, with no beating with branches, nothing. And the lady taking photos said, "How did that happen?" And I said, "I remembered to pray," and God answered.